Let go of everything that you perceived as the story of being heart-based. This is a heart transmission, making the most of the Jupiter-Venus conjunction. And so it's all about, imagine meeting an awakened being, or even dying and going to heaven and going, oh my God, so this is love, this is heart-based, rather than what we had hoped for, envisioned, believed, thought we lacked. So your body, your cells, your consciousness is perfectly birthed to experience higher qualities of love. Self-love, love from the stars, from the water, it doesn't make any difference. You are totally capable of doing it. The cells are there, the memory is there, the technology, if you want to call it that, is there. And because of we have nothing to model it on, we stay very shallow. So well done if your life is full of beauty and love. And if it's not, no worries. But the whole thing is to upgrade it. Use the information. So I say it's astrologically, it's there, but that what it means is it's raining these frequencies on Earth at the moment. And just like if you don't go outside, you won't get wet. If you don't connect, you actually might notice the opposite. You might notice the lack, or you might notice the war, or the hunger, or the anger. So we are metaphorically going to get wet. We are going to allow this information to rain upon our consciousness and wake up the latent abilities that are there. So, as I said in the introduction, the crew is going to create for everyone listening now or later on a containing vessel around your heart so that it can go into silence. Also, if the identity trumps anything, identity, any new information that challenges your current identity will sound silly, will sound impossible, because your identity is geared to think this way, to behave this way. So even the container, your identity needs to stay outside. There we go. So they're going to weave the container around your physical heart, but also your heart chakra, both. And here we go. So it's a beautiful, soft, crystalline structure that looks like it has actually breathed. So don't feel that it's a box or something cold. It's just to hold like silence within this container, to allow it to be neutral energy. No hopes, no fears, no desires, no. Okay, so yes, pain can be there. We're going to clear it out. So what they're saying is the perception of pain, because everything in creation is love. We might misunderstand it as a bad lesson, as separation or loneliness, but that is created there in consciousness to make us move towards a better state. I might have said this before, but it's worth mentioning again. So, as a child, I might be told to go to bed, and it's 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, and it makes total sense, but I might not like this information. So it's all about bringing neutrality into the space. There we go. And they're saying as well, imagine if you're going head strong, walking without noticing, and you're going to go off a cliff and someone shouts at you to stop. That doesn't sound particularly loving, but it is a healthy boundary. So it's the perception that is held around the heart that needs to be clear. And that's where we're going to start. There we go. Well, they're saying there's nothing particularly to do. So think of something like a metal that is tarnished. All it needs is to be polished. So it's more about re-educating the perception around the heart and this chakra. So all the hurt, all the misunderstandings, so that exactly this container, think of it as the embrace of a divine being that can melt away. And I keep on insisting the misunderstandings, the confusion, the interpretations. For the human conditioning, so just like you might misinterpret because there's no correct grammar, let's say in a WhatsApp message, it's your perception that interprets the message. So it's your inner dialogue. Is your inner dialogue one of lack of love? And therefore we interpret from this perspective. And so imagine the container just holding like a divine, angelic hug and allowing your perception to be reorganized. But this is just the groundwork. We haven't gotten to the transmission yet. Just allow yourself to breathe into the space. There we go. Nearly ready with the container. So any qualities that the heart, so the identity that your consciousness has decided are heartfelt expressions. So it could be self-sacrifice, could be struggle, could be anything. So just allow that. It's as if it could empty out. It's a bit like wrong programming. So the original blueprint for what was designed to be a heart-based, coherent field. Anything that's in the way. So allow your identity just to let go. Okay, so now that feels about ready. We're going to start the transmission. Okay. So it's as if the information is starting to vibrate in the fifth upwards realm. So it's like as if it were a radio station and it's waking up something in your consciousness, in your heart, in your physical heart, and in the heart chakra. So it's like it's a beat outside and then a beat inside. So it's like calling. That's what it feels like. It's like uh, if you were going to play a tune and someone shows you on the piano or on the guitar, this is how it goes. It's la 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 la. So your heart, you can try and copy it and you go la 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 la. So it's the external holding the frequency in your heart and your chakra trying to copy it. So it's not a transmission and such, there's nothing, but it's like within this silent container, there's just one connection and it's trying to create that frequency that if you can copy it and then it will stick. That's kind of how they're showing me. Imagine if your heart was being tuned. So imagine it listening to see if it can copy the signature perfectly. That's why the container, it needs to be able to hear it clearly without distractions, without programming, without too much humanness. So imagine it's being called to, if you'd like. And somehow it's like a melody. Imagine if you were listening to something like a lullaby that your foreign grandmother would sing to you. It's like, oh, it stirs something up in your memory, but it's beyond the humanness. It's allow something to remember. So anything new, allow it to surprise you. Allow it to be something different. Even though it feels strange for our consciousness. So they're just saying, they're setting it to this form, the highest frequency that this form planetary form. So our heart is designed to be at a hertz at something. So hertz not as H-U-R-T-S, but H-E-R-T-Z. Z, right? Hertz. So just like we have a physical being, we have a spiritual being. So the frequency of the physical heart is going to be 0.1 or something like that. But then the frequency of the energetic heart can be different. There we go. Because the physical form is a limitation, but the energetics is a higher frequency. So in this containment, allow it to vibrate at the ideal frequency. There we go. Deep breath in. And this container is going to stay there, just to start to dissolve whenever necessary. And so this is the seed that's being called to awaken. So you might not have a big shift today, but the energies are in the sky at the moment. So it's as if they're calling us and we're responding. So now we have the ability to listen, to hear, to feel. And even if you don't listen to this recording again, you can like tune in, touch your chest and just allow yourself to remember that calling. There we go. Okay. So deep breath in and come on back.